counties. Now, so far, there are 15 confirmed cases in Fairfield County, 1 in Harford County, 3 in Litchfield County, and 1 in New Haven County. Today, officials confirmed a woman in her 80s who lives in Rocky Hill has coronavirus. She's being treated at Harvard Hospital. Most of the other cases remain in communities near the New York state line. And today, the governor also signed a third executive order since the enactment of the emergency declarations earlier this week. The order issued today relaxes in-person open meeting requirements to minimize large gatherings with safeguard to provide remote public access. And it also allows pharmacists to compound and sell hand sanitizer. It also waives requirements for pharmacists to use certain personal protective equipment when working with non-hazardous materials. And it waives face-to-face interview requirements for temporary family assistance. It also authorizes the Commissioner of Early Childhood to waive certain license and other requirement to maintain and increase the availability of child care. And it allows the Office of Health Strategy to waive certificates of need and other requirements to ensure the availability of health care resources and facilities. And today, the town of Darien has confirmed its second case of coronavirus. First Selectman Jamie Stevenson says one case is a youth hockey parent who attended Pee Wee tryouts on Monday. She urged residents to use personal vigilance and limit social interactions. And also today, the city of Norwalk announced its first positive case of the coronavirus. Mayor Harry Rilling held a press conference alongside State Senator Bob Duff at Norwalk City Hall. They say the Norwalk resident is a man in his 40s. They say he's been in contact with health officials and is in quarantine at home. The mayor also declared a state of civil preparedness in the city. And Yale New Haven health officials announced today that patients and staff across its health system have tested positive for coronavirus. New Haven's mayor says 4 people tested positive at Yale New Haven Health and 1 is a New Haven resident. A letter to colleagues, Yale New Haven Health CEO confirmed that Chief Nursing Executive Beth Beckman is self-isolating at home after testing positive. Yale New Haven Health's Chief Clinical Officer, Dr. Thomas Balchasak, was also exposed to COVID-19. Officials confirmed his test came back negative and he has no symptoms, but is self-quarantined at home as well. The university says it's actively working to trace the steps of individuals and communicate with their close contacts. And this all comes before an occupancy emergency order goes into effect in New Haven tomorrow. The order will implement half occupancy for New Haven establishments in order to Governor Lamont's statewide public health emergency. Now, today we spoke to Mayor Justin Elliger about the half occupancy order and how it will impact the city's businesses.
The economic impact of this thing is going to be devastating. And what's important is that we advocate that our partners at the federal level provide the resources to ensure that our businesses weather this storm.
Elliker added what's critical is protecting the most vulnerable residents, which include the elderly, and making sure hospital workers are protected as well. He urged residents to not go directly to the hospital if they suspect they have COVID-19, but to instead call health officials first.